Okay, guys. So, I tried the outfits on. That was my good video for like today. The start of today, I guess I should say. I want to get real with you guys for a second. There's like this video, this post going around on Facebook that's been going around for like years now. And I think I finally had like my wits end with it. And it literally, like, guys, I've talked about how we don't have any idea what somebody is going through. Like, and about how it's okay to not be okay. And how we need to be there to support each other. And how I'm there to support you if you need somebody to talk to. But you know, how crappy is it when somebody posts a status on Facebook or some type of social media that says that there's 24 hours in a day. It takes 2.5 seconds to say hi to somebody, and that if we can't take 2.5 seconds of our time to say hi to that person, we're not worth a position in their life. Guys, that's not how stuff works nowadays. There's a lot of stuff going on in people's lives. We can't just expect to be worth 2.5 seconds of that person's time. It's selfish of us to expect that. It's also selfish of us to expect that they're not going through something. Everybody's going through something. And for us to think that what they're going through isn't enough for them to not just need a breather every once in a while and not text us all the time or message us or call us is irresponsible, it's disrespectful, it's ignorant. And I am tired of constantly, like, it's unreal how often this happens, that I get on Facebook and people are constantly sharing this picture that says that about the 24 hours in a day, 2.5 seconds to say hi to somebody. If you're not saying hi to me, then you're not worth a position in my life. No. Okay? Like, that's not how life works. I have friends who I can go months without speaking to them, hit them up, be like, hey, you know, like, it's been crazy long since we hung out. You want to hang out? And we hang out and we talk like we haven't went months without speaking to each other, because that's how life is. You know? That's how friendships actually work. And you know, if you can't have that type of relationship with somebody, they're probably not your actual friend. And I'm sorry, if you don't agree with me with this, that's fine. You're obligated to your own opinion. No hard feelings. If you've shared that status, that's fine. This is just my opinion. This is just how I feel about this. This is just me getting my feelings off my chest, because today's been an emotional, well, technically yesterday has been an emotional day for me. But I just feel like people need to be more aware of the fact that people have things going on in their lives. It's going to take up time. People have children. People just have lives in general. Not even things that are hectic or emergencies in their lives. They just have lives in general outside of having friends and relationships. They've got kids. They've got a family. And I think people get so wrapped up in the fact that, hey, you're supposed to be my friend, that they forget. And I don't know that it's their intention, but people need to come to the realization that that's what happens with life. People have lives. And I think with today just being as emotional as it was for me, I just got a little frustrated, and it just really made me want to just get this out there and get people to realize, like, next time you're about to get upset because it's been a hot minute since somebody's messaged you, maybe you take the initiative to message that person, be like, hey, I hope everything's going good for you, and tell them you miss them, tell them you love them, tell them we need to hang out soon, as long as it suits you, like, it is never wrong for you to be the person to initiate the conversation. It's never wrong for that. I've come to the realization too that I hate when people say, well, they can make the initiative too. It should never matter anymore. Life is too short for it to be, well, he can initiate too, or she can initiate too. You know what? Why does it even matter anymore? Because it shouldn't. Life is too short. You never know if you're going to even wake up the next day. And if you don't, why is it going to matter? Why is it going to matter who initiated the conversation? Because at that point, all that's going to matter is that the conversation happened, not who initiated it. But like, there's a whole world out there of people who are just so like wrapped up in just the small things in life, and there's just such a bigger picture, just waiting for people to realize that the small things in life aren't what really I'm trying to make sure that this comes out right because I'm tired, but it mattered to me that I got this out there because this really bothered me. The small things, as far as like the 2.5 seconds that people care so much about, or whether or not you're making the initiative or he's making the initiative to start the conversation. The small things, as far as that goes, aren't what matters. The big things, as far as whether or not the conversation happens, and whether or not you guys do eventually start talking, like my friends and I do, after we've gone a couple months without talking because our lives have been hectic. Things like that. The big things are what matters. That the friendships keep going. That you guys keep talking. That's what matters. The world needs to grasp that. I just wish more people would notice that. And I guess that's why I got on here to talk to you guys, because two and a half seconds doesn't really matter when you've got 24 hours in a day to make the rest of your life count. So I guess what I'm really asking is, does that 2.5 seconds really matter that much in that aspect? Because to me it doesn't. I mean, if you're not taking that 2.5 seconds to say hi to me, you're prioritizing, and that's okay. That's fine. Anyhow, I'm going to bed. So, good night, good morning, whenever you watch this. Bye.